Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the DNA Crows. I am your host, Andrew, the Comic Crow, and this
is your co-host, Dean, D.A. Talks. Once again, that is Dean, D.A. Talks, D.A. _ Talks on Twitter.
Please, let's remember, just because he is the co-host, we're both equal owners of this channel. We're equally responsible for
You're also the co-host, you just say host.
I know, I do.
I just respect the position that I have, and you are unrespectful. It's okay. Anyways, let's get into the topic.
Yes. Well, it looks like another candidate for president is out there screeching impeachment.
Screech!
Elizabeth Warren, a.k.a. Pocahontas, has come out stating they need to impeach the president now. No. I mean...
On what grounds?
Obstructing justice.
But... What?
Yeah. Look, here's my issue with this, because I've read the parts of the Mueller Report, and it's 400 pages long. I'm still going through it. There's definitely behavior in there that I don't find...
Wait. You can't read.
Oh no! He revealed my secret!
It's huge blow.
I have the Mueller Report on Audible. As read by Ben Shapiro. It only takes like 20 minutes.
Yeah, he's pretty fast fucking dog.
But no, look, there are parts of that Mueller report I don't think are very flattering to Trump. I think that it shows Trump was willing, but absolutely failed on every level to obstruct justice. But more importantly, it shows that the 3 years of this insane bullshit narrative that the President of the United States was a foreign asset to Russia, that he was a complete traitor to the country, was entirely false.
False.
Yeah.
False! Sorry.
No, don't. Look, I think that when that's what you've been telling people for 3 years, and that you have to get rid of it, you have to stop it, there's still people that go out there and call him Individual One. They refuse to acknowledge that he is the legitimate President of the United States. Hillary Clinton is out there stating that the election was, implying very heavily that the election was stolen from her. And yeah, no.
How about you just shit?
Yeah.
Shit candidate, shit person, shit.
Shit everything.
Shit.
You have another congressman from Texas, surprisingly Democrat. I didn't know that they had those in Texas. Yeah, it's like a Republican in California, very rare species. They came out and said if we don't impeach Trump, he's going to get reelected, or that's what his concern is. And honestly, I think that most Democrats kind of acknowledge that, because what is the party offering right now? Nothing other than orange man bad, orange man bad, orange man bad.
Yeah, no substance.
No, nothing. We have a politician in our our state in California, Adam Schiff, right? The guy's a part-time CNN panelist. I have no clue what he stands for, other than whatever the DNC's talking points are.
Oh, he's like Beto.
Oh my God, he's worse than Beto.
No idea what he stands for.
No, except on tables.
Yeah, stand on something, even if you stand for nothing. That's my favorite.
Well, it's true.
Yeah.
The best memes are usually the true ones. But look, we're at a point right now where it's just getting worse and worse. We're being told, you can't disrespect Mueller, you can't even criticize Mueller, but at the same time, we can demand that we arrest the Attorney General for not doing what we say. When Barr comes out and says you can't use the Department of Justice as a political weapon, and the Democrats are out there going like, hold my beer.
Yeah. What do you mean we can't?
I'm at the point where I can definitely see that the divisions aren't healing, and I don't know if there's any way of reaching that point when you have politicians running for president demanding impeachment, demanding that you don't listen to the Electoral College, stating that everything is racist and xenophobic, and following the laws that we have, following the processes that we have. We shouldn't be doing it. No, guys, calm down. If you really want to start impeachment proceedings, do it. Do it at your own folly. You're going to lose. You're not going to have Republican support. So all you're doing is making things worse. And I can already tell. You start impeachment proceedings, they don't work, and then you state that we need to remove Trump some other way. Well, what's the other way? You have not brought substantive policies forward to the table. You've gone completely insane on the border.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I don't see anything you're offering. Yeah, healthcare, don't get me wrong. It seems like that would be your main pitch, would be your healthcare policies, but what are they?
Yeah, but what is Donald Trump's healthcare policies?
Right? I know. Yeah,
I'm actually very confused.
Apparently, you have to vote him in again, and then you'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm not in favor of that. Look, I think Trump had a good policy. I just wish he had pushed it forward, which would be disclosing what the prices are for the medical procedures, for the medicines, for the time that you spend in the hospital. I think making that public is that's needed. And that was something that he talked about. I really wish that he would go ahead and push that forward. But here's the thing, he's actually talked about it. You can't say he doesn't have anything. You guys don't have anything. Just that, well, if you vote for us, it will be better. And Donald Trump saying if you vote for him,
Elizabeth Warren she wasn't for Medicare for all. Now she is for Medicare for all.
Kamala Harris is for whatever the establishment tells her.
But however, I guarantee if Elizabeth Warren were to get elected, but she never will, she's a shit candidate, she would get absolutely destroyed
Oh my God.
by Donald Trump.
I think it would be...
She'll get destroyed in the nominations, but she would get destroyed in the general election.
Honestly, I'm not a fan of punching down, but I don't see how anybody can punch up at Elizabeth Warren. She's just made a full joke of herself.
Yeah, well, it's not even that. No, I mean, I understand why she would want Donald Trump impeached.
Yeah, I do too. So
because she would get destroyed. She would. It wouldn't even be like I would feel bad watching her get destroyed that bad.
I think a lot of the reasons why these people are going for impeachment is because the Democrat primaries are usually a push to the left, and the left has gone very far left.
Mm-hmm.
So I think all they're doing is virtue signaling to the people they know are going to show up to those primaries. Mm-hmm. But beyond that, I mean, what happens when you go to the general election and what's your policy? Free healthcare for everybody, which we have no way of paying for. Preaching on running open borders, ignoring a crisis at the border. And New York Times came out with an article stating like there is a crisis. It's not the one Donald Trump talks about, except it is the same things that Donald Trump is talking about, the humanitarian crisis that is manufactured. What's your push? Open borders, free healthcare for everybody, free college for everybody, removal of all student loan debts. Don't get me wrong. I think that there's a conversation we can have about certain things as far as the student loans, freezing the amount of interest people are paying. I think doing that for a period of time is smart. But the idea that you're just going to promise to give people free shit, reparations, free everything.
Wait, is reparations on the table?
Yeah, reparations are on the table in this election.
Reparations for who though? Is it only black people? Because I feel like Arabs also got pretty screwed.
Yeah, you know what? The U.S. couldn't be running without all that Middle Eastern oil, by the way, guys.
Well, I was mostly talking about Palestinians and when America...
Yeah, when am I going to get my reparations?
When am I going to get my land back, America? Give me free land, America!
Here's the thing, we're also part Irish. The Irish were slaves in the United States. People don't acknowledge that. But, I guess because...
If just one of my people get reparations, I'll be happy. I give one of my people reparations.
But how do you do this? There are people that moved to the country well after slavery was ended. Are you going to demand that they pay reparations? Are we going to have to pay reparations to an African immigrant?
Who pays the reparations? Is it people or the government?
Well, they're just going to have to increase taxes and then use those taxes to pay out those reparations.
I'm okay with the reparations as long as Arabs or Irish people also get some.
Guys, see, this is the thing, right? You're straight up pandering as a Democrat now. You're not putting substantive policies forward on the table. You're not even stating how you're going to pay for the shit that you're saying is going to be free. I don't know how you've not gone off the tracks completely. Yeah, Donald Trump has his issues. I'm not a fan of a lot of the personal comments he says. Sure,
he's a fan. I've listened to him. He actually quotes Donald Trump in his sleep while he's like...
I have the Donald Trump wife.
Grab her by the pussy. Grab her by the pussy.
But be serious, guys. If you really want to stop Donald Trump, he barely beat Hillary Clinton in the last election, and Hillary Clinton was a candidate nobody liked. Everybody hated Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton hates Hillary Clinton.
Depending on which Hillary Clinton you're talking about.
Right? People cannot stand the candidate you chose last time. And Donald Trump barely managed to win. Lost the popular vote.
Well, it's hard for them, right? Because if they elect the candidate that could win, they kind of lose the party in the process.
At this point, I don't see how you don't lose the party. There's a reason why you have 18-something candidates running as Democrats with more ready to announce. And it's because the party's completely fractured. You don't need to win the majority of the party. You need to win like 10% of the party. If you win 10% of the party, then you get the nomination. How are you going to win in a general election when you have the other 90% of your party sitting there going like, well, that's not my candidate. Vote blue or don't vote at all. I mean, it didn't work for Hillary Clinton. Why do you think it's going to work for a candidate with less support going in? They're right. Congressman Al Green is 100% correct. If they do not impeach Trump, there is no way that they win that election.
No, they could. They could do it with Bernie. I guarantee it.
They could do it with Bernie, but I guarantee you, there is no way that they pick Bernie Sanders.
That's what I'm saying. They lose the party.
Yeah.
Well, if they let the candidate who could beat Donald Trump get the nomination, like he should have gotten last time, to be fair.
I agree.
They lose the party.
Well, and
so they need to stop Bernie Sanders, but they also need to win the They need to win the election.
I mean, they're already trying to set up Bernie Sanders.
It's like actually impossible.
They're already trying to set up Bernie Sanders for failure. They rigged the DNC primaries, and the first town hall CNN did for Bernie. They rigged it too, and he did phenomenal.
He actually performed great. And I'm not a Bernie Sanders supporter this time around. I'm not a Bernie
Sanders supporter.
I was last time. I think I support Tulsi.
I think that Bernie would have won because he was preaching to middle America, which was hurting the most. Mm-hmm. I don't think his policies would have been as great as Trump's policies have been for the country. We can disagree on that. But he would have beat him. I thought he would have won.
Yeah, he would have won.
I really think that Trump had no chance because they were preaching to the same base, but
one was going
to get all the Democrat support. But you screwed yourselves over. Yeah. Now I don't see how Trump doesn't beat even Sanders.
I think it could be very close.
I think it'd be very close. But
I could see it going either way.
He's got more money this time around.
Yeah, so
No, I just mean he's got more money this time around. He definitely has the incumbency power.
Yeah.
You're gonna have people that just go, oh, it's not so bad right now, so I'll just vote for the same guy.
Yeah, well, I just it could be a close match, but I think that's your best shot.
And I don't think they're gonna do it.
No, without a doubt. No.
There are people calling Bernie Sanders far right xenophobe.
Right? What? Who is calling him that?
I think actual socialists are calling him that.
What?
I know.
Alt-right xenophobe?
Sorry,
I think I'm over this video.
Alt-right monster.
I am so over this video now. Alt-right xenophobe.
Right?
It doesn't get smacked with the alt-right fucking bullshit.
I think at this point, if you're one of those regressive leftist morons, more than half the country is alt-right to you, and I can see why that's a scary world to live in. Leave your bubbles, people. Drop the impeachment nonsense. Acknowledge that you took the L on proving that he was a Russian traitor. Acknowledge that you should apologize for your stupid. And if you don't want to apologize to Trump, don't apologize to Trump. Call him out on the shit that he does wrong. You know, keep going at him for the stuff that he does wrong. I'm okay with that. You should always be comfortable criticizing a politician. Stop making crap up.
Yeah.
Just stop that. Just stop making shit up. Trump says so much shit that there's plenty to criticize.
Oh, you're getting upset.
I'm getting upset.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
All right, guys. You guys are going to destroy the country. You're going to destroy the country.
Before you give my brother a heart attack, I think we need to end this video. Shame on you, America! Shame on you!